Right, so the first thing we want to do is to write down the integer values of x that satisfy the inequality that -2 is smaller than some number and that 4 is larger or equal to some set of numbers. Okay, so that's the way to read these inequalities: less than and less than or equal to. Those are the two inequalities we've got here. An integer means a whole number. Okay, so it could be a negative whole number or a positive one, so it could be -2, -3, 3, 4, but it's a whole number. Okay, so just put in there a little reminder: integers are whole numbers, and then we're going to have to list the numbers that satisfy this inequality. Well, a number that is greater than -2 but not equal to -2 would be -1, and clearly I can keep going up until I get to 4. So here we go. So x could be -1, it could be 0, it could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, and it could also be 4 because it's allowed to be equal to. Alright, so all you have to do is jot those down for the examiner and you're done. Okay, and that will get you 4 marks. It must include the 4 and not include -2. Right, let's get on to the next question, which was an inequalities but graphical one. And to do that, we really understand these lines, these linear equations. So I'm going to draw 3 lines, and I'm going to describe an area in each of them. And you're going to see that these are overlapping areas. So we're going to start off by constructing a line that y equals 6. I'm going to shift that down in a second, sorry about that, just a second. I hope I'm going to shift that down, I apologise. And this area I've just shaded is going to be less than 6. Okay, there we go, that's better. Okay, so why have I put less than or equal to 6? Because it's a solid line, it's a solid black line, so I should include the 6. But the bit I've shaded is the region that's less than or equal to 6. Now I'm drawing the line y is equal to x minus 3, and the bit I'm shading is the bit where the y value would be less than or equal to x minus 3. And the bit above would be the zone which is greater or equal to y minus 3. It's a solid line, which is why I got the equals as well. Okay, and the last one they wanted us to talk about was x plus y equals, I think it was 5. Yep, I'm just writing down the equation of that straight line. Now, clearly if I shade underneath it, it's going to be the bit where x plus y is less than or equal to 5. Again, a solid line. The bit above would be where x plus y is greater or equal to 5. Alright, and that means now that if I can draw a picture of the exam question, so I'll just do that quickly. So we've got, just looking at the question, this is what we've been asked to do, isn't it? The shaded region. Well, let's compare it to what we have. We're definitely less than 6, aren't we? The y is definitely less than 6, that graph. Yeah, we're below the line. So that's my first inequality. My second one is the y equals x minus 3 line. And look, we're above that line. So it's going to be y is greater or equal to x minus 3. Okay, and the last one, we appear to be above the line again, isn't it? If we compare that shaded area, it's definitely above that line, which is the area x plus y is greater or equal to 5. So there's my 3 areas, and I'm feeling pretty good that I've defined the region R. So there we have it. Okay, and it's just a question of remembering that we should be using less than or equal to or greater than equal to, because it's a solid black line. Right, so yeah, it looks like a few people got the inequalities muddled up the wrong way round. But other than that, I don't think that can go wrong, and you can see that we've got all the right answers. So that's 4 marks. The first question is a B mark, so you can't argue with that, just to get what they have down in the mark scheme, and the second ones appear to be correct too. If you're interested, the OE stands for or equivalent. So that means you could have written x, y minus x is greater or equal